Hi, I'm Kelly with the Suburban Soapbox, and today we are making chicken teriyaki. We are going to start with the easiest teriyaki sauce. It's thick and sweet and a little tangy, perfect for your chicken teriyaki. So let's get started. To start your chicken teriyaki, we're going to first make the sauce. And the ingredients you're going to use to make the sauce are soy sauce. You're going to need a little bit of water, some mirin, which is a sweet rice wine, brown sugar, some crushed ginger, a little bit of garlic, cornstarch, and then for your chicken, you're just going to need some boneless, skinless chicken breasts and a little bit of sesame seeds. So to start, we're going to take a couple garlic cloves. And really, for your sauce, you can use 1 garlic clove, you can use 40 garlic cloves, really however many you want. It depends on how garlicky you want your teriyaki sauce. So I'm just gonna use 2. And you're just gonna peel it by smashing it with the side of your knife. Take the skin off, and then we're going to finely mince it. And to do that, you're just gonna run your knife through it just a few times. So rough chop, and then run your knife through to make smaller pieces. You want your garlic to be pretty fine so that you don't have a lot of garlic chunks in your sauce. And if you really wanna make your garlic smaller, you can actually add a little bit of salt and then crush your garlic and kind of make a paste with the side of your knife. But we're just gonna use the chunky garlic that I have here. So I have a little whisk, and we're just gonna add everything to this pot. So we're gonna add the soy sauce, the rice wine, and the rice wine is like a little syrupy, so it's very sweet and kind of sugary, so it's going to add a thickness, like a syrupiness to your sauce. And then we're going to add some water, and then we're just going to whisk in our brown sugar. And make sure you get all the clumps out. You can just like press them down. The brown sugar will dissolve. It's going to dissolve faster if there's not big clumps. Now we're going to add the garlic. Just give it a little whisk. And now the ginger. And I like to use this ginger in a tube. You can certainly use fresh ginger to get the consistency of this stir-in paste, which I really, really love. You're gonna wanna grate it on the fine side of a box grater. You just wanna make sure that your ginger is really finely minced. But I like this. It makes it so easy. I always have this in the refrigerator, and I use it in basically any Asian-inspired recipe that I have. And we're gonna whisk that in as well. Once your teriyaki sauce starts to boil, we're gonna take it off the heat, and then we'll whisk in the cornstarch. The cornstarch is going to act as a thickening agent. It's going to make your teriyaki sauce nice and thick and syrupy so that it coats your chicken perfectly. Now that our sauce is boiling, we're gonna take it off the heat, and we're gonna whisk in the cornstarch. And you wanna do this slowly so that it doesn't end up all clumpy in your sauce, because usually if you add cornstarch to a hot liquid, you're gonna have a lot of clumps in there. And if you just kind of sprinkle it in there, it's not gonna clump up as much. The more your teriyaki sauce begins to cool, the thicker it's going to get. It's not going to be thick like pasty. It's going to be like a syrup, like maple syrup. So now that that's done, we're just going to set that off to the side. And I just want to use a small baking dish to make my chicken. And this is so easy. So I've preheated my oven to 425 degrees. And you can do this on a baking sheet. If you do it on a baking sheet, your chicken's probably gonna cook a little bit faster. This should take about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. And you wanna cook your chicken breast to about 165 degrees. You don't wanna crowd the chicken. And what I love about the teriyaki sauce is it gets all caramelized on the chicken and around the edges, so you have some crispy edges on the side of the chicken. It's kind of like chicken candy. I don't know, is that gross? And you can either brush your teriyaki sauce on your chicken or you can spoon it over. And I'm just gonna spoon it over top. Now we're just gonna pop it in the oven and let it bake. At this point, I like to take a little bit of the reserved teriyaki sauce and just kind of drizzle it over top. This teriyaki sauce is also great as a marinade, so if you're trying to meal prep anything like ahead of time on a Sunday, you can actually put your chicken in a freezer bag or a container with some teriyaki sauce and then let it sit overnight, or you can freeze it. I have some rice here, and I'm just gonna put one of the chicken breasts right on this plate. And this is where I'll take some of the hot sauce from the baking dish, kind of drizzle it over top and over the rice if you're serving with rice. This is also great with some sugar snap peas or snow peas, broccoli. This is one of our family's favorite dinners. And then I like to take some sesame seeds. You can toast them or you can just use them untoasted and sprinkle on top just for a little bit of texture. And sprinkle with some chopped green onions. That just adds some color, a little bit of oniony flavor. Now I'm gonna take a bite. That is so good. It's perfectly tender and juicy with a little bit of sweetness, so savory and perfect. This is the best chicken teriyaki and so easy. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. For more easy recipes, follow thesuburbansoapbox.com. Thanks again.